All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are. Somehow I've made it to the finals, and we're about to wrap up this tournament. Okay. We had a talk beforehand, and somehow we ended up with the finals being keeping the whole best 2 out of 3. So, like I said, those matches to me, they're more pressure. So we are 99% luck, 1% skill. So let's see where our luck carries. Like I said, same thing I've been doing. Filter to the tactic attackers, and we take out Count, we take out Medusa, and I know Cassie can handle a lot of fights, so she has easy access to debuff, so I just took her out. Kicking off with Purgatory. I think she was tactic defender, and of course she's actually pretty underrated on offense, and by this point she's really growing on me. We get Void, because we mentioned Void is a nasty defender this meta, and Surfer, I think I just chose a tactic attacker. So we see Serpent. When you see Serpent this meta, you grab Serpent. And we grab Photon. She can be another dual threat, but the moment I grabbed her for Domino, she's actually pretty decent, and then I think she has high energy resistance, so she doesn't take as much crit failure. And I'm not sure if I was smart enough to finally take off Resonate or not, but we'll find out. So he has Void, and I'm just over here like, that's going to be a painful matchup. So we grab Piggy, grab Sinister. But how I see it is, if he throws down Void, I'll throw down my Void, and may the best man win. Or something. So, throw down Serpent to start things off. He throws down Domino. I think I go, like I said, I grab Photon to take on Domino. And at this point, I have a sigh of relief that, hey, he got Void, and Void is off the table. It's also now, like I said, Serpent's very annoying this meta, and his counters are very few. It's also one of the reasons I grabbed Purgatory, just in case. We parry here. We have the unlucky, so we couldn't dex the SP1. So the goal here is just build the 25 charges, and we go from there. We enter Pure Light, and then after that we'll spam SP1. Luckily the unlucky finally ended, so I could dex that special. I'm going to try to get the 25 charges, then throw SP2. So luckily that worked out nicely. Actually, I think, yeah, with us being a tactic attacker, we're not really taking a crit failure damage. So, another W. At this point, just spam SP1, punish Domino's special so we can stay in pure light form even longer, and pause our timer like we did there. And the SP1 should wrap that one up. Overall, pretty solid fight. We managed to heal back some of the block damage and earlier crit failure damage we've taken. I feel pretty confident in this matchup, and like I said, his Void is off the table, so I feel very hopeful about match number 2. Serpent was a very annoying defender this meta, where his counters were really limited. But you know who was still there? Purgatory. Who I'm like, out of the 6 reworks we got, I'm a very big Sentry fan, but Purgatory, she's taking my heart. So, stay tuned. I'll be doing a lot of Purgatory highlights to come. I'm on this Purgatory train right now. Okay, so he throws down Thanos, and I think I might go Void or Sinister. Yeah, plan there is throw down Void, and I think just, draw out Kingpin, more than likely. Okay, Onslaught. And my next plan would be to throw Sinister on defense if we go to round 3. I did debate using Purgatory, but I think there was another Cosmic he had that I figured I'd save her for. So we used Piggy. I think I might be running Max, whatever the mastery is, to give them less power while they're stunned. Or I'm not sure if I made that change yet. Fortunately, I did not have my slow, but then he had his damage protection on, so my power stings did absolutely nothing. Oh yeah, Thanos, he's just annoying and tanky. You know, he was advertised as a meta attacker, and I'm like, you know, this guy's an attacker and defender. So at this point, I decided I'll push him to SP3. With all the debuffs I have, I'm also running Inequity, and we're putting on a taunt. I should take very little damage when he finally throws it, and he should take a good chunk. At any point, I'm like, hey, you know, you can throw it. We have 11 power stings right now. So yeah, with all my debuffs, the taunt, I expect to take very little damage. Even less if I actually got that little mini game. And as you can see, very little damage. And his protection capped what my power stings would have done. I make sure to get my heavy in. And of course I get hit by that. Like, I took more damage from his SP2 than his SP3. And that was an epic fail. So, you know, that confidence I had earlier, that's kind of gone. And I'm like, dude, throw a special, like, go down. I don't know why I did not just go hit him at that point, but he's finally down. I'm hoping Void took off a good bit of health, and luckily, you know, I don't know what happened from his end, but hey, Void did what we needed him to do. Like I said, even he's going to inflict damage on you, even if you have the incinerates, the poisons, plus the debuffs Void places on you. So unless you're using someone with pure immunities, that damage is nasty. And at this point, I'm feeling pretty good. We're 1 up. Apparently, I've dropped down to Gamma in the meantime. And we're going into round 2. And like I said, it's 2 out of 3. It's just nerve-wracking to me. Because it's like, hey, I get one, you know, from my point of view, it's like, okay, 1 win, we got it. From their point of view, it's like 1 more loss and that's it. You know, that can really get in your head. Okay, I should be sticking to the same bands this go around. So we get out Medusa, easy access to debuffs. We get out Count, we take away Cassie. Okay. Like I said, I don't even use Silk. She's just there for when I ban other people's Silk, so not too worried. Here goes Sinister. I know when I see Onslaught, you grab an Onslaught. So I'm actually really debating. I think I go Photon and Onslaught, or maybe I grab Spidey, because I haven't used him in the tournament to showcase him yet, but yeah, I really debated getting Spider-Man. It's actually pretty nice, this meta. You know, I'm just there like, there's Thanos again. But we grab Jack, we grab Luke. Me and these notifications I keep saying I'm going to turn off. And I think I actually rewinded my video in the process. So, hey, we're only doing 1 take. Alright. I wonder who I'm going to grab this time. Okay, yeah, so I remember now. We grab Jack and we grab Luke. And, you know, these notifications keep... Oh, wait, well, okay, okay, here we are. I promise y'all, I'm going to turn them off one day when I'm recording. When I'm going back and doing these voiceovers. Alright, we get Penny. I think I actually want to use her to try to draw out Thanos so I don't have to fight him again. Please, guys, go quit messaging me. I'm going to have to block that one out. Alright. We grab Negasonic. She's gonna be an annoying defender, so she can't really be parried. And if we grab Arcade. Arcade has, you know, he was like an annoying defender pre-buff, but post-buff, yeah, that guy's annoying. So I'm actually over here really wondering who in the world am I going to throw on defense. I personally don't like the draft I have. So plan is maybe draw out Thanos with Penny, and then I can throw Arcade down on defense next. Alright, so we grab Photon. Have Luke, but I want to save him in case Havoc goes on defense. And plan here was we just pray for good blessings to take away spells or whatever she calls them. So we have the one where we have to interrupt the heavy. We have the one to get an intercept. And luckily those went off without a hitch. So right now I'm just trying to build charges, get the SP2. It's why I'm only hitting her once while she's stunned. I think I do have the mastery on where they gain less power while they're stunned taking a hit. Okay, this worked out. Interrupt the heavy, knock her down. We interrupt the heavy with the relic, and we knock her down. So the goal here is enter pure light, and try not to let her throw another SP1. So we took off a good chunk there. We're hoping she attacks, and she does. This should take off another decent chunk. Now we just need her to come back again. The reparry works. And I overestimated my relic gauge. I thought it would have been full by the end of that combo. But luckily with all the debuffs, we take very little damage. So, due to reducing her attack with inequity. So that worked out. And luckily, Penny is giving Thanos, I'm gonna assume, like some issues with her auto block and everything. So at this point, we're confident we got down the first match. I'm happy. You know, take a deep breath, sigh of relief. I actually think I'm distracted at this point because normally I would have had my remaining champions up for the both of us and looking at those. Yeah, I actually remember. I was another reason why I got worried about the finals. I was doing two things at one time. All right, but hey, you know, we managed to make it through that round. So I'm looking at his champions, and we're gonna throw down Arcade. The plan here is hopefully he draws out Sinister or something, and then we'll throw Onslaught on defense. Or never mind, I lied. He has Papa Luke. Alright. Plan here is just to attack during the Incinerate phase and just play Keep Away and parried in the Poison phase. We hold the heavy so we can time it just as when the stun comes off, so we can extend the timer for how long our debuffs are paused. So now we're in the heavy phase, or the poison phase. I wanted to at least push him to SP2, even if that meant I got a poison on me. Now we play Keep Away, and that was just horrible timing. And of course he parried my heavy. You gotta love it. Alright, we did not time that right. And my timing is horrible right now. But trick I've learned with Arcade's SP1 is when he does throw it, you want to try to be close to him or the mid screen, so you actually have time to Dex out of the poison cloud and not allow him to build up more charges while you build up debuffs on yourself. So we locked in our SP2. He's in the poison phase. At this point, I'm kind of worried about the time, which is why I threw the heavy even though we're in the poison phase. So at this point, I'm like, okay, we just go for it. We I'm like, I've spent a lot of time in this fight. So overall, I don't feel too confident coming out. And of course, he has over 4K more points than I do. Now at this point, I'm actually looking and considering final options. So if he throws Sinister, the plan is to use Jack. If he throws Havoc, I'll use Luke. Okay, at this point, I would normally throw Negasonic, but because of Ironheart has the ability to parry her, I'm like, we throw Luke on defense, because Luke is actually tankier than people give him credit for. Plus, he has the Indestructible to waste time. And we nuke Sinister down with Jack. I also keep Luke with the, I think it's the armor or the more, whatever defense stat focus actually reduces the amount of damage he takes. So we keep that one. Like I said, the plan here is just nuke the fight down with Jack, get the special 2, and let that be it. So the plan is push him to special 2, bait it during the poison phase, let the willpower heal up all the block damage I took beforehand. Now we wait for the next incinerate phase and we finish it. Yeah. So at this point we heavy into special 2 and that should be game. And voila. So, at this point it's like, whoa, I won this tournament. And I'm punching the air. I'm excited. You guys can't hear it in my voice. Like I said, this tournament happened, during the last BG seasons, and clearly that season is over with. So I'm late getting this to you guys. But yeah, it was very fun, very exciting. I've been very happy to be invited here, and yeah, there's another one. I'll join in. I haven't really done not incursions, battleground tournaments in a minute, but like I said, for me, it's my favorite game mode. And I'm just over here like, people underestimate how tanky as a defender Papa Luke can be. Because even though I know Havoc's like attacking during Incinerate, stacking all of those plasma detonations on me, and I'm pretty sure the damage from that is crazy. But yeah, Luke is pretty tanky. I think he has increased physical resistance, but that shouldn't play a matter when it comes to Havoc. But yeah, I was very confident in nuking the fight down with Jack, and so that paid off. Had he thrown Havoc on defense, I would have used Papa Luke, but I would have just had to throw Negasonic down on defense and just hope Ironheart couldn't take her down that quickly. But here we are, guys. We made it through. So I appreciate you for following me along on this journey. Stay tuned. Like I said, now I need to get together all of my Purgatory clips from the past Battleground season, because it's time for the world to know Purgatory. Alright, until next time, peace.